So yes, Star Wars Hunters has finally arrived on the Nintendo Switch, as well as iOS and Android. It's free to play, so you can download it right now. And this is gameplay of me playing with the new bounty hunter hero, Erental, on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. And if you've never heard of Star Wars Hunters, it's basically a Star Wars arena shooter type of game, and each hero that is featured in the game has their own set of unique abilities. The rounds in the game are super short, super fast, frantic, and honestly a lot of fun. And I think what really makes me gravitate towards this game in particular are the heroes, their unique abilities, and just the fun gameplay style in this game. It's just a lot of fun to pick up and play. If you don't have a lot of time as well, if you are busy, with work or college or school or whatever, this is honestly the perfect game to pick up and play because you can just get in there real quick and just experience matches very quickly, and it's a lot of fun. Also, I don't want to forget, this game is free to play, so you can just download it for free, and you can play it for free all the way through, or if you wanted to, you can get the premium pass, which I'll mention here in a little bit, but, if you want to, just download it, try it, see if you like it, see if it's your type of game. Now, in terms of the graphics and stuff like that, of course, these graphics are more of the Fortnite style type of graphics. Now, I will preface this by saying I do wish that this game released on the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, because I do believe they could push these graphics even further on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, because unfortunately it does run at 30 frames per second on the Nintendo Switch, and that's not at the fault of the developers. It's kind of at the fault of the Nintendo Switch hardware, because as you know, the Nintendo Switch, it's an older console now, and it's very limited with what it can do, especially since Star Wars Hunters is running on the Unreal Engine 5. But regardless, it is a smooth 30 frames per second, so it's not like jittery or anything like that. I'm not getting any frame rate hiccups in this game when I'm playing on Nintendo Switch, so that is very good news. And in terms of the art style, I love it. It makes me feel like a kid again. I absolutely love this art style, and my guess is this art style will allow the developers to pump out more and more content for this game, which is definitely what we Star Wars fans want to see, because as you know, in the past, we have not gotten a lot of updates with previous games, and it's refreshing to see a game with so much content coming up. And trust me, Star Wars Hunters has tons of content coming up very soon, and it has a season pass as well, which I'm going to talk about right now. Alright, so here's a look at Season 1. So this is the Season 1 pass here, and it's just basically your standard stuff that you'd expect in a Season 1 pass. So you're getting the new hero, Erental, who, as I said before, is actually very impressive with his abilities. And then you're also getting legendary costume, weapon wraps, premium rewards, stuff like that. And then if you want to go the free route with the Season 1 pass, you could do that as well. Get the free rewards. You're also getting the ranked mode as well in there. And then limited time events as well, including Cost of Honor, Boulder Bash, and then the Control event. So just basically your standard stuff that you'd expect with a live service type of free-to-play game, which this is what, Star Wars Hunters basically is. And honestly, I'm glad that they are supporting the game with so much content. Again, we have gone through this huge drought of no Star Wars content, and it's refreshing to see a game actually support new upcoming content like new heroes, new maps, new abilities, new weapon skins. So I'm actually excited for it, and I will say this again, this game is not going to be for everybody. If it's not for you, that's okay, but I'm enjoying it. It makes me feel like a kid again. I'm enjoying the new heroes, the abilities. You can see me playing as the Sentinel right here. I absolutely love the Sentinel. He has this awesome ultimate ability where he calls in other stormtroopers that aid him in the battle, which I absolutely love. So you'll see me do it right here. I call it in, and then I have my stormtrooper buddies here helping me out, taking down the enemy. So again, a lot of fun with the ultimate abilities in this game. And each hero feels unique compared to the other one. So their abilities are completely different from one another, which again makes the gameplay feel like it has a lot of variety, makes the heroes feel completely unique, and there's a lot of really cool things in this game for sure. And also, I did want to mention this on launch day, which was yesterday, of course. It wasn't all sunny and happy for me because I tried to link my previous mobile account, which had all of my progress on it, but it didn't work. It simply did not work. So I literally had to scrap my previous mobile account and start all over with progression on the Nintendo Switch. So for me personally, this was not a big deal because I really wasn't that far leveled up in my mobile account anyway. I did have Reeve leveled up pretty darn far, so I had to abandon that. But for people who had put a lot of time in their mobile account, this is actually a pretty big deal, and the Star Wars Hunters developers are aware of this problem when you're unable to link your previous mobile account in order to carry over your progression. So they said, we are aware of some players on Nintendo Switch who are unable to link accounts from other platforms. Please contact player support for assistance. Thank you for your patience and understanding. So if you are having that problem, you'll need to reach out to their support team to fix it, and hopefully they just roll out a global hotfix for that fixes that issue. And you know, again, launch issues like this are to be expected with games, especially live service multiplayer games. So again, I'm going to give them a chance, and hopefully they can fix this. But I start over. It was no big deal for me, and I'm having a blast leveling up my characters in the game so far. And this character right here, their ultimate that you see on the screen, is freaking awesome. They have this rocket launcher that locks on, and I love that move. I think it's Amira Vex. This character's name is Amira Vex. And I really didn't get the chance to play with this character a lot previously, and I spent a lot of time on the Nintendo Switch last night playing with Amira Vex, and she is super, super powerful. So, again, let me know, from the footage you've seen so far, who is your favorite hero that you've seen so far? Aaron Tall, the Sentinel, or Amira Vex, which is who you see right here. And of course, this game has way more characters than this. As I mentioned earlier, I played with Reeve, who of course is the Sith red lightsaber wielding villain, if you want to call her that, and she is super powerful, just like the other heroes, but in my opinion, she's definitely one of the most powerful heroes in the game. She has this jump move where she basically can jump pretty much halfway across the map onto the enemies and surprise them and basically flank them from behind if she wanted to. So again, if you use her right to flank the enemies, you can get right up on them and completely demolish them with her lightsaber. And her ultimate move is awesome as well. She basically summons rocks, I guess you'd call it, or lifts up rocks from the ground and then smashes the rocks on top of the enemy's head. So again, really cool stuff with her character, and there's a lot of other characters. As you can see, there is a Droideka character, there's an Utini character as well, which I love, which is two Jawas who are basically one character, and you have a lot more characters on top of that. So lots of stuff that I still have yet to explore with Star Wars Hunters, and this is yet another reason why I like this game. There's so much content to dive into just at launch. So let me know which hunter you will be playing with, and I will see you in the arena, Hunters. And may the Force be with you always.